Have you ever wanted to harvest fresh vegetables? Just weeks after planting, imagine placing a few seeds into a container today and enjoying your own homegrown harvest sooner than you ever thought possible. Many people assume gardening requires months of waiting, large garden plots, and endless maintenance. But the truth is that some vegetables grow surprisingly fast and perform exceptionally well in containers, raised beds, balconies, patios, and even sunny windowsills. In this video, we'll explore 7 incredibly productive vegetables that grow quickly in small spaces. You'll learn which varieties mature the fastest, how to create the ideal growing conditions, and simple techniques that can help maximize your harvest while avoiding common beginner mistakes. 1. Cherry tomatoes, the superstar of small space gardening. Few vegetables bring as much excitement to gardeners as cherry tomatoes. Their bright colors, sweet flavor, and abundant harvests make them one of the most rewarding crops you can grow. Watching clusters of tiny fruits develop and ripen among lush green foliage is one of the greatest pleasures in container gardening. Perhaps the best part is that cherry tomatoes don't require a large garden to thrive. A sunny balcony, patio, or even a bright corner can provide everything they need. For container growing, compact varieties are often the easiest choice. Cultivars such as Tiny Tim, Patio Princess, Balcony Red, Tumbling Tom, and Micro Tom remain small while producing impressive yields throughout the season. Choose a container at least 12 to 16 inches deep with drainage holes at the bottom. Proper drainage is critical because tomato roots dislike sitting in excess moisture. Fill the container with high-quality potting mix enriched with compost or well-aged organic matter to provide long-lasting nutrition. Sunlight plays a major role in both growth and flavor. Cherry tomatoes perform best when they receive 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight daily. If outdoor light is limited, supplemental grow lights can help, though natural sunlight usually produces the sweetest fruit. Watering should be deep and consistent. Strong roots develop when moisture reaches the lower portions of the container. Applying mulch such as straw, shredded bark, or dried leaves helps regulate soil moisture and prevents rapid drying during warm weather. Tomatoes are hungry plants and benefit from regular feeding. A balanced fertilizer or tomato-specific formula applied every few weeks supports steady flowering and fruit production. Excessive nitrogen should be avoided because it often encourages leafy growth at the expense of fruit. Even dwarf varieties appreciate support structures. Small cages, stakes, or bamboo supports help keep plants upright while improving airflow around the foliage. Because tomatoes are self-pollinating, fruit usually forms without assistance. However, gardeners growing indoors can gently shake flowering branches to improve pollination and increase production. Within a few months, bright flowers begin transforming into clusters of tiny green fruits that gradually mature into vibrant shades of red, yellow, or orange, depending on the variety. Few experiences compare to picking a sun-ripened cherry tomato and eating it immediately. The flavor is often far richer and sweeter than anything found at the grocery store. Regular harvesting encourages continuous production. The more ripe fruit you remove, the more the plant focuses on producing new flowers and tomatoes. Many gardeners also enjoy planting basil or oregano nearby. These herbs complement tomatoes beautifully in the kitchen and may help discourage certain pests naturally. In regions with cold winters, healthy tomato cuttings can even be rooted indoors before frost arrives, providing vigorous young plants ready for the next growing season. Sweet, colorful, productive, and surprisingly easy to grow, cherry tomatoes remain one of the most satisfying crops for container gardeners. 2. Peppers, compact plants with big rewards. Peppers are another outstanding choice for gardeners working with limited space. Whether you enjoy sweet bell peppers or spicy chili varieties, these compact plants deliver impressive harvests while fitting neatly into containers and small gardens. Growing peppers in pots offers several advantages. Containers allow greater control over soil quality, watering, and temperature, all factors that peppers appreciate. Many compact varieties are especially suited to small space gardening. Excellent options include Mini Bell, Lunchbox, Sweet Sunshine, Basket of Fire, and Cayenne Compact, all of which stay relatively manageable while producing generous harvests. Select a container approximately 12 to 14 inches deep, with adequate drainage. Fill it with a loose, fertile growing mix enriched with compost, worm castings, or a slow-release organic fertilizer to support healthy development from the start. Peppers thrive in warm conditions and require plenty of sunshine. Ideally, they should receive at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight each day. Cool temperatures can slow growth, while extreme heat may occasionally stress plants, so monitoring conditions can improve performance. Allow the top layer of soil to dry slightly before watering thoroughly. Consistent moisture is important, but overwatering should be avoided because saturated soil can lead to root problems. Mulch helps maintain stable moisture levels and protects roots from temperature fluctuations. Feeding every few weeks with fertilizers higher in phosphorus and potassium supports flowering and fruit formation while encouraging stronger harvests. Although peppers naturally self-pollinate, gently shaking flowering branches may improve pollination and increase yields. Occasionally, pests such as aphids or spider mites may appear. Fortunately, they can often be managed with simple water sprays or mild insecticidal soap solutions. If fruits develop dark patches at the blossom end, inconsistent watering is often the culprit. Maintaining even soil moisture usually helps prevent this condition. One of the enjoyable aspects of growing peppers is choosing when to harvest. Green fruits offer a crisp, fresh flavor, while fully ripened peppers develop sweeter, richer tastes and vibrant colors. When harvesting, use scissors or pruning shears rather than pulling fruits by hand. This protects stems and reduces the risk of damaging the plant. Beyond their edible value, pepper plants are highly decorative. Glossy foliage, delicate flowers, and brightly colored fruits create stunning displays in containers, patios, balconies, and garden beds. Some varieties, including Bolivian rainbow and black pearl, are grown as much for their ornamental beauty as for their harvest. Whether used fresh, roasted, dried, stuffed, or preserved, homegrown peppers deliver exceptional flavor and versatility. Beautiful, productive, space-efficient, and easy to manage, peppers remain one of the finest vegetables for container gardens and compact growing spaces. 3. Mustard greens. One of the fastest greens you can grow. Mustard greens may not receive the same attention as lettuce or spinach, but they deserve a place in every productive garden. These vigorous leafy vegetables are famous for their bold flavor, rapid growth, and ability to produce generous harvests in containers, raised beds, and even the smallest growing spaces. One of their greatest advantages is speed. Under favorable conditions, young leaves can often be harvested within just 4 weeks of planting. For gardeners eager to enjoy fresh produce quickly, few vegetables offer such fast results. There are many attractive varieties worth growing. Green Wave is known for its traditional spicy flavor and vigorous growth. Red Giant produces beautiful reddish-purple leaves with a slightly milder taste, while Red Frills offers deeply textured foliage and striking burgundy coloring that adds ornamental beauty to edible gardens. Combining several varieties creates a harvest that is both visually stunning and packed with flavor. Mustard greens perform best during cooler seasons. Temperatures between 45 degrees Fahrenheit and 75 degrees Fahrenheit encourage vigorous growth and tender leaves. When conditions become too hot, plants often send up flower stalks prematurely and develop a stronger, more bitter flavor. Gardeners in warmer climates can extend the harvest season by providing light afternoon shade during hot weather. Rich soil is key to producing lush growth. Mustard greens appreciate fertile, well-draining soil that remains consistently moist. Incorporating compost before planting improves soil structure and provides nutrients that support rapid development. Watering regularly helps maintain tender leaves and a milder taste. Allowing the soil to dry repeatedly can result in tougher foliage and more intense flavors. One reason these greens are so satisfying to grow is their incredibly fast germination. Seeds often emerge within 3 to 5 days, providing quick confirmation that the garden is coming to life. For a steady supply throughout the season, sow additional seeds every few weeks. Harvesting the outer leaves first while leaving the central growing point intact allows the plant to continue producing new foliage. This cut and regrow technique often provides several harvests from a single planting. Like other leafy crops, mustard greens occasionally attract flea beetles and caterpillars. Growing aromatic herbs nearby and using lightweight protective covers can help reduce damage naturally. Nutritionally, mustard greens are an excellent addition to the garden. They provide generous amounts of vitamins A, C, and K, along with antioxidants, minerals, and beneficial plant compounds that support overall wellness. In the kitchen, their versatility shines. Young leaves add a pleasant peppery bite to salads, while mature greens become delicious when sautéed, added to soups, stir-fries, or slow-cooked dishes. Fast, attractive, flavorful, and highly productive, mustard greens are a perfect choice for gardeners looking for quick harvests and bold taste from limited space. 4. Arugula, the gourmet green that grows at lightning speed. Few vegetables deliver fresh harvests as quickly as arugula. Also known as rocket, this popular leafy green transforms from seed to harvest in as little as 3 to 4 weeks, making it one of the fastest growing vegetables available to home gardeners. Its unique flavor is what makes it so memorable. Slightly peppery, mildly nutty, and pleasantly fresh, arugula brings character and depth to countless dishes. Even a small handful can elevate an ordinary salad into something far more exciting, but its appeal goes beyond flavor alone. Arugula is also one of the most dependable greens for containers, balconies, raised beds, and urban gardens where growing space may be limited. This cool season crop thrives when temperatures remain between 45 degrees Fahrenheit and 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Spring and fall typically provide the best conditions because excessive heat encourages rapid flowering and stronger bitterness. During warmer months, partial shade can help prolong production. Heat-tolerant varieties such as Astro, Apollo, and Wild Arugula often continue producing quality leaves even when temperatures rise. The plant prefers fertile, loose soil with good drainage and adequate moisture retention. Mixing compost into containers or garden beds provides an ideal growing environment and encourages steady growth. Because arugula matures quickly, it generally requires only modest fertilization. Periodic compost applications or occasional light feedings are usually sufficient. Consistent moisture is particularly important. Plants that experience drought stress often bolt sooner and produce stronger flavors. Sowing arugula couldn't be easier. Seeds can be planted directly into the soil or containers, covered lightly and watered gently. Germination frequently occurs within a few days, making it one of the most rewarding vegetables for beginners. Harvesting can begin once the leaves reach a few inches in height. Removing outer leaves while leaving the center intact allows the plant to continue growing and producing fresh foliage. Many gardeners use succession planting by sowing small batches every 1 to 2 weeks. This simple technique ensures a continuous supply of fresh greens throughout the growing season. Arugula adapts exceptionally well to containers, raised beds, balconies, and compact urban spaces. Although flea beetles occasionally target the leaves, companion planting and lightweight row covers can help protect crops. Good air circulation also reduces the risk of fungal problems in humid weather. Its culinary uses are nearly endless. Arugula pairs beautifully with olive oil, citrus fruits, tomatoes, cheeses, nuts, and pasta dishes. It can be enjoyed fresh, lightly wilted, blended into sauces, or layered into sandwiches for an extra burst of flavor. Quick to mature, easy to grow, and packed with gourmet appeal, arugula is one of the simplest ways to bring restaurant-quality flavor directly into your home garden. 5. Bok choy, a compact vegetable with impressive harvests. Bok choy is one of the most productive leafy vegetables available to home gardeners. With its crisp white stems and tender green leaves, this Asian favorite grows quickly, adapts beautifully to containers, and provides delicious harvests in a surprisingly short amount of time. Compact varieties such as Toy Choy, Shanghai Baby, and Mini White Stem are especially well suited for small space gardening. Many reach harvest size within just 25 to 35 days, making them ideal for gardeners who enjoy fast results. Despite their relatively small size, these plants produce abundant foliage and crunchy stems that are perfect for both fresh and cooked dishes. Bok choy grows best during cooler weather, making spring and autumn ideal planting seasons. It prefers fertile soil with excellent drainage and consistent moisture. Adding compost before planting improves soil fertility and supports vigorous growth throughout the season. Regular watering is particularly important. Extended dry periods may stress plants, resulting in tougher leaves or premature flowering that shortens the harvest window. Although bok choy enjoys full sun during cool weather, light afternoon shade can be beneficial when temperatures rise. This helps delay bolting and keeps plants productive for longer. One reason gardeners appreciate bok choy is its flexibility at harvest time. Young plants can be harvested early for tender baby greens, while mature plants develop larger heads suitable for heartier meals. Many growers use a cut and regrow approach by removing the outer leaves while allowing the center to remain intact. This method encourages continuous growth and extends the harvest period significantly. As a member of the cabbage family, bok choy may occasionally attract aphids, flea beetles, and cabbage worms. Routine inspections and natural pest management strategies can help keep plants healthy. In the kitchen, bok choy is incredibly versatile. Its mild flavor and crisp texture make it excellent for stir-fries, soups, noodle dishes, dumplings, sautés, and fresh salads. Beyond its culinary value, bok choy is highly nutritious. It provides vitamins A, C, and K along with calcium, folate, and numerous beneficial plant compounds. Fast-maturing, productive, nutritious, and easy to manage, bok choy remains one of the best vegetables for gardeners seeking abundant harvests from containers and small growing spaces. 6. Radicchio, a stunning leafy green with exceptional flavor. If you're looking for a vegetable that combines ornamental beauty with culinary appeal, radicchio deserves a place in your garden. Its vibrant burgundy leaves, crisp texture, and pleasantly robust flavor make it one of the most eye-catching crops you can grow in containers, raised beds, or traditional garden plots. Although often associated with gourmet cuisine, radicchio is surprisingly easy to cultivate and grows much faster than many gardeners realize. When harvested as baby greens, it can be ready in as little as 25 to 30 days from planting. Several popular varieties offer unique colors and appearances. Palmarosa produces compact heads with rich red leaves and bright white veins. Chioggia is admired for its classic round shape and intense coloration, while Castelfranco offers a striking combination of creamy leaves speckled with purple and red markings. These beautiful varieties transform edible gardens into decorative displays while providing delicious harvests. Radicchio performs best in cooler temperatures and is particularly well suited to spring and autumn growing seasons. It enjoys full sun but also adapts well to partial shade, especially in regions where summer temperatures rise quickly. Many gardeners avoid growing radicchio during peak summer heat because excessive warmth often triggers premature flowering and intensifies bitterness. The ideal growing medium is rich, fertile soil that drains efficiently while retaining adequate moisture. Incorporating compost before planting improves both nutrient availability and soil structure, helping plants develop strong growth and vivid coloration. As seedlings mature, thinning becomes important. Proper spacing encourages better airflow, reduces disease pressure, and allows plants to develop evenly sized heads. Like many leafy vegetables, radicchio responds exceptionally well to selective harvesting. Removing the outer leaves while leaving the central growing point intact allows the plant to continue producing fresh foliage over an extended period. Maintaining consistent soil moisture is particularly important. Extended dry spells can result in tougher leaves and a more pronounced bitter flavor. Occasional feeding with compost or a balanced organic fertilizer helps sustain vigorous growth throughout the season. Compared with many vegetables, radicchio is relatively easy to maintain. While slugs, aphids, and flea beetles may occasionally appear, regular inspections and natural control methods usually keep problems under control. As the plants mature, their coloration becomes increasingly dramatic. Deep crimson leaves contrasted by bright white veins create one of the most visually impressive displays in the edible garden. In the kitchen, radicchio adds depth and complexity to a wide range of dishes. Its slightly bitter flavor pairs beautifully with sweet fruits, creamy cheeses, toasted nuts, olive oil, and roasted vegetables. Cooking transforms the flavor even further. Grilling, roasting, or lightly sautéing radicchio softens its bitterness and reveals subtle sweet notes that many people find surprisingly delicious. Beautiful, productive, and full of character, radicchio proves that fast-growing vegetables can be every bit as elegant as ornamental plants. 7. Bush beans, reliable harvests from compact plants. For gardeners seeking a dependable, beginner-friendly vegetable, few crops can compete with bush beans. Also known as snap beans or green beans, these compact plants are incredibly productive and capable of delivering generous harvests in a surprisingly short period of time. Under favorable growing conditions, many varieties begin producing tender pods within just 30 to 40 days after planting. Popular selections such as Provider, Top Crop, and Contender are especially valued for their strong performance, disease resistance, and ability to produce abundant harvests even in smaller growing spaces. Bush beans thrive in full sun and perform best in fertile, well-draining soil enriched with compost or other organic matter. Because their roots prefer minimal disturbance, seeds are typically planted directly where they will grow rather than being transplanted later. Sowing seeds about 1 inch deep into warm soil encourages quick germination and healthy development. Consistent moisture becomes particularly important once plants begin flowering and forming pods. One reason bush beans are so popular among container gardeners is their naturally compact growth habit. Unlike pole beans, which require tall supports and trellises, bush varieties remain relatively small and self-supporting, making them ideal for raised beds, patio planters, and limited garden spaces. These plants often produce large numbers of pods over a concentrated harvest period. To extend production throughout the growing season, many gardeners plant additional batches every few weeks. Mulching around the base of plants helps conserve moisture, regulate soil temperatures, and reduce weed competition. Bush beans also provide benefits beyond their harvest. As members of the legume family, they naturally enrich the soil by working with beneficial bacteria that help convert atmospheric nitrogen into forms plants can use. This improves soil fertility and benefits future crops planted in the same area. Occasionally, pests such as aphids or bean beetles may appear, but proper spacing, good airflow, and routine monitoring are usually enough to keep plants healthy. Timing is important when harvesting. Beans are at their best when pods remain slender, crisp, and tender. Waiting too long allows seeds inside the pods to enlarge, resulting in tougher texture and reduced quality. Regular picking not only provides the highest quality beans but also encourages the plants to continue producing new flowers and additional pods. Freshly harvested bush beans are exceptionally versatile in the kitchen. They can be steamed, roasted, sautéed, stir-fried, added to salads, or included in countless home-cooked meals. The flavor of garden-fresh beans is difficult to match. Crisp, sweet, and noticeably more flavorful than store-bought alternatives. Easy to grow, highly productive, beneficial to the soil, and perfectly suited to small spaces, bush beans remain one of the most rewarding vegetables for gardeners who want abundant harvests with minimal effort.